I got hurt in high school. So, soccer was kind of off the table. I really wanted to, play in college at a certain point, but then I got hurt, had surgery on my hip. So I shifted directions. But I actually started in pre-med in college. So I went to the University of Arkansas, started pre-med. I got into all the sciences and was just like, wow, this is just not for me. So I made a pivot and I went the business route. So
Okay.
I've been pretty good with numbers. Math was a strong point for me in high school growing up. And, you know, finance was just something that I was kind of interested in. So I pivoted and went the business direction, and then right out of college, I got into banking. So yeah, it was more so I wasn't good enough at the sciences, which kind of made me change direction and get into business. And it turned out to be great. I'm definitely more of a people person, and sales is something that comes pretty natural to me. So, getting into banking sales was kind of a godsend after shifting direction in college.
Okay. So it sounds like you were pretty cool with the shift, and that's where you wanted to be. What was life like in the banking industry? Because I know you transitioned to something else after that, but tell me why you didn't stay there for a longer period of time than you already did. So how was that like?
Yeah, so I landed at a really great bank here in Nashville, Tennessee. It was called Avenue Bank at the time, and it was a smaller community bank, and they really focused on customer service. It was more of a kind of concierge type of service. So it was a lot of one-on-one interaction with our clients. They were bought out. So Avenue Bank was bought out by a bigger regional bank called Pinnacle, and things started to change. And I didn't really like that change. And I had already come to the realization that like maybe banking is not, a 10-year, 20-year goal for me. So I had already started shifting to more interest in acting, and started with acting classes, and I got an agent in Nashville and all that kind of stuff. So that had started before the bank got bought out. So I got to a point in my life where I was like, man, I want to do something that I'm really passionate about, something different. I feel like banking got a little bit stale for me. Banking is a great career. A lot of people are in it who are passionate about it, but for me, it started to, get a little bit stale toward the end.
Mm.
So that's when I got into acting, and I started doing acting classes, and I started, really pursuing that. Modeling actually took off way quicker